Hi guys, I'm Bree from Bree's Special Ed, and today I want to show you some of my calendar resources and why I color code my calendar and why that helped my students so much. So I don't know if your students are anything like mine were, but they had a really hard time understanding when they wouldn't be at school, and some of my students love school, which was awesome, but then they'd be so sad on the weekends when they couldn't be there or when we had a different day, and it was just a lot of confusion. Like parents would tell me their students would wake up in the morning and be ready for school, and then there wasn't school. So what we started doing, because a lot of my students were visual learners, was to color code our calendar. So we came up with this calendar color code, and really what we did was we went through the days and we picked one of 4 different colors. So yellow was a regular school day. We have school on yellow days. Red was a day where we should have school, but we don't have school. So maybe that was a holiday or a break or something like that. Blues were for weekends because we never have school on weekends. And green is for a special day at school. So at the beginning of each month, we would go through and talk about what days we didn't have school, what special days we had coming up, looking forward to. So for example, here is a first day, special day. We also have special days for birthdays. And when you put these on your calendar, the green days look like this, and then there's all these different special options you have to put on there. So we have special days for birthdays, things like holidays, and here's a half day one. All right, so then this is the classroom calendar one, and I printed these on AstroBrights. So that's one of the options. There's also a full color option you can use, and then these little houses or schools will be in color. And then there's also one with just numbers if you just want the color coding and not the extra visuals. So students would go through and they would have their own version of this sheet. So for some students, I might outline the box. For some students, they might use dot markers to dot each right color. And they go through and trace. So this one was traced. Here's an example where they write some and they trace some. And then for your highest students, they can just write and fill everything in on their own. So then every morning, this is kept in their morning binder, and they go through and they cross off today's date because we're here, it already happened, we're ready for today. And then depending on how you want to use the calendar in your room, you can take the numbers off as the day happens, or you can leave them all up there. Okay, so that is the calendar color code, and it really helped relieve some of my students' anxiety and helped prepare them for the whole month. So I really loved doing that. So with this, these calendar resources in my TPT store, there's the calendar visuals, and then there's the student calendars. They're 2 separate things. You get the yesterday, today, and tomorrow will be, and then you get this one, which was the big question: do we have school tomorrow? Yes or no visuals there. Okay, so that is the calendar stuff. And then another thing I wanted to show you guys was this weather chart. So I feel like it's so important to talk about the temperature and not just the weather, because we can have sunny days and it will still be 30 degrees, right? So we want to make sure that our students know the difference between sunny and 80 and sunny and like cold, okay? So we talk about the temperature, and then they can move this little clothespin up or down based on the temperature, and you can see the different visuals there for what the weather is like. So today, it's a beautiful day, 70s and warm. So we go through and the temperature is warm. So there's little visuals like that with each color. And then we talk about, if the temperature is like that, what do I wear? So today we might want to wear shorts and a t-shirt. There's also options for pants. There's options for sweatshirts, coats or no coats. So you can talk about what is appropriate to wear based on the weather and the temperature. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys that goes with this whole calendar morning meeting type of stuff is the question of the day. I absolutely love doing the question of the day in my classroom. It helps start students off on a positive, successful note because there is no wrong answer. They are just stating their opinion, which was one of the reasons I started doing this, because some of my students would always look at me like, am I answering correctly? And I'm like, I just want to know what you think. There is no wrong answer. So this was a great way to set them up for success and tell them that their opinion is valued. So this is the question of the day with real pictures. So we have chalk, crayons, or colored pencils. The real picture ones have 3 options, and then some other ones in my store have 2 options, so depending on what you want available there. And then what I have done here is I have used washi tape to make 2 lines, and then students would go through and move their name card, there's Mrs. Holdrop, that's me, under the option they like. You could also put this on your whiteboard and have students write under their choice with their name to practice writing their name. You can use pictures if students aren't identifying their name yet. They can find their picture and move it under their choice. And there's also journals that go along with this, so students could write out I like and then whatever their option is. There's higher level journals too, so students could write I like because, or you can have your device users even use this and find their I like button on their device, and then it's always I like. So you're going to want to add that to your device if your students have those. So I like, and then find the word or type the word, however they might be able to say that today. So yeah, that is our calendar. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope it gave you some good ideas for your classroom. And if you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear them. You can always connect with me on social media, leave a comment, and I would love to get in touch with you. Thanks for watching. Bye.